Recently, Aiden went in to do some seizure testing, and we are going to tell you the story of what happened and got him to that point and why he has been on seizure medication. So here is his story of how he had a traumatic brain injury back in December of 2015 and why he has been doing testing to see if we can get off his seizure meds. So here it is. Back in December of 2015, Aiden had an accident, and what happened was he jumped up onto a door frame, like the trim of it, and so he jumped up to do a pull-up when we were at the high school, and his feet swung out and he fell and landed right on the back of his head. What happened then was he went into the basketball game. It was Kyla's basketball game going on at the time, and actually me and Adam were out of the country in Jamaica, and Aiden was staying with all of the kids. Aiden and Justine, actually, both of them, were staying with all the kids, and Aiden wandered in to, he was by himself when he fell and hit his head. He wandered into the gym and was acting really sleepy and tried to lay down on, I think it was Caleb's lap, and Caleb kind of pushed him off, and so Jackson let him come and lay down on his lap. And then the kids were like, he was acting funny, he was shaking, and what he was actually doing was having a seizure. And one of the other parents that were there noticed what was going on, and they ended up calling the ambulance, and they rushed him to the hospital. He continued to go into seizure after seizure. They got him to the hospital and did a CAT scan on his head and found out that he had a brain bleed. By this time, the pressure from the blood had pushed his brain midline and was filling up in his head. So they life-flighted him to Primary Children's Hospital, where he kind of went in and out of consciousness. And by the time he got there, he totally lost consciousness. And luckily, we had one of our neighbors that was a heart surgeon up there, and Eden called us when we were in Jamaica, letting us know, like, Mom, they're taking him by ambulance. Now they're life-flighting him. Eden went with him to the hospital while with my brother-in-law, while my sister came and stayed with the rest of the kids. So we tried to hurry and catch a flight, but we couldn't get, because we were leaving out of the country, or because we were out of the country, we couldn't get a flight home it would take us like another day and a half to get home. So the doctors called us at Primary Children's and put us on speaker and let us stay on the line with him while he did the surgery. They actually told us that he probably would not make it through the night, and we needed to prepare for that. They went in and did surgery to drain out all that bleeding. They put a stent in his head to let the blood continue to drain out, and we felt so hopeless. We couldn't get home. We just kept in touch with our family while they kind of gathered around our kids, gathered somewhere at the hospital with Aiden. I had a couple brother-in-laws that went up there and stayed with Aiden too. Well, she wouldn't leave his side, and they were able to clean out all the blood, and he was doing well. By the time we got there, we were able to, he was there for a couple more days, and they said he was looking good. They took the stent out of his head, and they were ready to discharge us. And that morning, they came in, they gave us the okay, and he started acting weird, and there was something that didn't feel right. And I noticed he had kind of thrown up on the front of him, and he kind of wasn't able to talk very well. And I told the nurses something's wrong, and they said, oh, he's just sleepy, he's kind of trying to wake up from the morning. And at that point he went into another seizure. This seizure lasts for 2 minutes. By 2 minutes, they ended up giving him medication because it wasn't stopping. They gave him medication to stop the seizure, and he lost consciousness again. So they went in to do another CAT scan and found out that when they took the stent out, the bleeding had started again, and it had again pushed his brain to midline, and there was a lot of pressure, and that's why he went in and started having seizures. So they rushed him back into emergency surgery and got the blood all cleaned out again, and this time they left the stent in for quite a bit longer to make sure that it clotted up. They weren't sure if he had like a blood disease or something where he wouldn't clot. They did a lot of testing. They didn't find anything, so they're not quite sure why the bleeding continued, but it did. So that is how Aiden started all of his seizures, and that is what has spurred this, him being on seizure medication and trying to do the testing to see if he can come off his seizure medication. He has had some absence seizures where he just kind of blanks out or has like slurred speech and things like that. So he had those probably we noticed them like 9 months, up to about 9 months after he had his TBI, which is traumatic brain injury. And so he is doing this testing they're watching his brain activity to make sure there's not any more seizure activity going on, and if there's not, then they can go ahead and take him off of his seizure medication. So that was over 2 years ago that he had that, and we're hoping that his seizures are okay and he's not having any more, and that he can come off of that. And that is why he's now on seizure medication, and we're doing this testing to see if he can go off.
We are here at Primary Children's Hospital with Aiden. He is going to go in for some testing. They're going to admit him and do a stress test on his brain. How are you feeling, Aiden?
Gonna be feeling tired.
Yeah?
Yeah.
He's a little worried they're going to sleep deprive him, huh?
Yeah.
And we didn't bring our Zip Fizz or anything to stay awake. So, okay, are you nervous?
No.
No?
You ready?
Yeah.
You got your blankets, changed your clothes. We're just waiting for what did they say, the EEG text to come in? Yeah. Pretty cozy. Are you afraid to move, or are you just tired now?
Afraid to move.
You are? Why?
Because I don't know if I lifted my head, it would come out.
Oh, that thing is taped down. Look, I will. Yeah, there's like so much tape on it, and then they tape the wires too. The fact that you can get up and walk into the bathroom and come back tells you that you're fine. You can move. You don't have to stay still all night.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Do you want to order dinner?
Sure.
Because you'll have a little bit of time. Okay. Like they'll probably bring. I would guess you probably have to have orders in by a certain time. Do you remember that menu?
Yeah.
All the little monkeys. Some card games. Then that got kind of old, huh? What are you doing now?
perks, huh?
Yeah.
Where you're not limited at our house, you get 30 minutes of media a day, right? And that includes video games, TV, computer. So here, no limits.
No limit.
What are you gonna play?
Batman.
Ooh, Lego Batman? Oh, just Batman?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're still at the hospital with Aiden. It was a long night. Do you see how my eyes? They're so tired. We didn't get much sleep. Actually, he said he slept well, but I didn't sleep much. And of course, if you're going to be in a hospital, you don't want to feel like you're actually admitted here. So I brought my curling iron. And I should have brought some eye cream. So just getting ready. And then Aiden has been playing video games for quite a while. Packed really quick yesterday and realized I am wearing a light shirt, but I only brought one bra, and it's black. So Aiden says I should wear my black shoes to match my black bra that you can see through my shirt. I'm gonna have to make sure that I change as soon as I get home, and hopefully the people in the hospital won't notice.
So Aiden already had breakfast number 1. He just ordered breakfast number 2, right, Aiden?
Oh, yes.
It's really hard work staying in bed all day. What did you order?
Beef jerky.
Beef jerky?
Cliff
Breakfast
bar,
of champions?
a Cliff Bar and a shake.
What? That's all? Please. Lightweight. Lightweight. What'd you have this morning for breakfast?
French toast and hash browns.
And chocolate milk.
And chocolate milk. And strawberry milk.
Oh, you had strawberry milk too?
Yeah.
And again, love the hat.
Okay.
Love the hat. And did you all know that he grew a ponytail? Let's look at this ponytail. There's the ponytail. Woohoo! Like, what girl wouldn't want the rainbow ponytail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys are always lucky. They always have the best hair. All right. Back to his video games.
How did that feel as the air rushes in?
Nice.
Nice. Your hair looks awesome.
I know.
I'm gonna get some of the big globs out, and then I'm gonna give you that washcloth to go to the bathroom with and just get it warm, and then you can just kind of dab it some more, I guess.
Do you like the head rub?
Yeah.
Can we hire you?
Yes.
It's called a sponge bath. Don't rub all your hair off your head. That's some crazy rubbing there, man. Is your hair coming out?
No.
Oh.
Just gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right, we're heading home. We finished. What did you
Yeah.
think of it, Aiden?
I wanted to stay.
To do what?
Play video games. And get free food. Well,
Yeah,
not
but
free,
that would get old after a while, huh?
No.
Okay, so what did you think of it, though?
I think it went well.
Good. All right, so we're gonna go home and get him showered and off to the next thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Glad it worked out good. And then we'll meet with the doctors in about a week, and they'll have the results. They'll read the results for us, and we'll see if he gets to go off of his seizure meds or if they find something else in that. So we're hoping that it's just done and over, and you can be done with that part, huh?
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us at Nothing But Real Life. If you liked our video, give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below, and make sure you subscribe and share with your friends. Thanks.